Route number 1, a green overhung V6. Has an awesome crossover move from an undercling and then moves into a crimpy section at the top. So the route begins down low on a pretty solid bucket jug. Make the move out right, hand-foot match, and then come into that undercling. From here you make the next 2 moves, which then brings you to the pretty interesting crux. You gotta cross over and get that right hand up. And from there you just hit the crimpy sections at the top. I do hit a back flag here, which is pretty fun. Just kind of distribute that weight in a way that makes this flow really well. And voila. Pretty fun, flowy route on the overhang. It's gotta be my favorite spot to climb. It's anything overhung. Love that stuff. A second route are those pink holds, this pink V5. It's a really cool climb. It did take a little bit of problem solving too to figure out how to do this right. So make that move out right, hitting that big jug really, and then get a foot up like that. Super cool. Jump up, get the left foot up, and then you can really stand from there. The other day I did try it, getting my right foot up first, and I was completely unable to do it. You gotta get the left foot. From there, you just kind of work out using that undercling and top it out. It's a really fun, really creative climb. Up next, hard to see, but little green holds compromising this green V7. So it begins on 2 crimps, and you're using a feature as a foot, which is pretty cool. Move these 2 tiny little pinches that are pretty much for your index finger and thumb. Squeeze those really hard. There's 2 betas here for this move. One beta is dynamic, where you fall into the good foot and the good hand outright. When it comes to routes that are like this, I like to keep it static and controlled. So I opted to just really slowly move down, really work the core for that body control. There's that feature you see using for a foot. And really just control that motion. Feels good. From there you get that left hand up, get the left foot up, and then do a hand-foot match. This is pretty cool. You press with your right hand to get that foot up there. And then fall into that side pull. This is actually going to be the crux of the route here, where you hit that big hold as an undercling. This feels pretty delicate. You walk your feet through, get the left foot out, and then you need to match this. I kind of am holding it in a weird way, with my right hand and the elbow turned up. So I wasn't able to really pull once I moved my left hand out, so I did take a fall there. Got this beginning movement pretty locked down by now. Feels pretty great. You really need to kind of have it locked in to get it. I always like movement like that. Feels pretty cool. Really working on that body control. Get the right foot up. And get into that side pull. This time you'll notice that I deal with that match a little bit differently. I get my left hand far to the left, and then I get my right hand on the right side. My elbow is turned the other way, so I'm actually able to pull on it. And then once I get those last crimps, it's pretty much done from there. So voila, the green V7 is a really fun climb. Now this is the blue V7 project. Even harder than its neighboring route, the pink project. This is crimps on overhang. Really consistent, really powerful, really crimpy. So it begins down low. The first 2 holds are good, thank goodness. And you immediately move into just crimps. You gotta pull hard on. So there's 2 crimps there. I hit the top one in this go. Then you get a left foot up, squeeze the core, and you need to get the left hand on. The next move is then shifting your right hand to an undercling and bumping the left hand up. It's overhung and it's powerful. This is pretty tricky movement. The next move is interesting because you're moving almost to a Gaston. So that feels like it's going to be a crux for sure. The thing is that it's already hard moving through these first holds. So here I hit the bottom of those two first holds. It's a little bit better, but your weight's lower, so it's not necessarily any easier, which is pretty interesting. So you can see me getting started on those two first hand holds. And that's me hitting the top of the two. And my foot is popping off there. You know the foot's not that great when it pops off like that. And the move up is hard too, so this one's gonna take some work. So I move to the next section of this V9. There's basically three sections on the three different parts of the prow. So assuming I were to get to here, I would then cross up, get the right foot, and then you kind of move out to the side of the route. My foot pops once again. Looks like your boy needs to really work on his footwork a little bit, keep that core even tighter. So once again, just getting set. This is really just a beta working session. This is gonna take a lot of work and a really good go if I can send this all. It's really tough. I mean, this thing is a solid V9. I mean, I can barely even piece together each individual move. So this is moving more into the top section. Just feels far. Feels really far. So I decided to switch gears and give the pink project another burn. Just because that blue crimp project really takes a lot out of me. I can't work it for that long, and I need to rest in between the goes if they're gonna be worth my while. So maybe not the best idea to get on the pink project after working the blue one, but you know, I figured that the more comfortable my body feels on the movement, the more likely I am to send. So got back on it. A little closer view of the beginning there. Hitting those first holds. Forks. Here is the formidable crux. And I do pop off. This beginning first few moves do feel very locked down. I know exactly what to do, but they haven't gotten any easier. I just feel a bit more comfortable on them. And here you will see me try a new beta out. I did see Nick B comment and ask why I couldn't get my left foot up, and at first I couldn't, but I found a way to do it. So to be continued, fam. Get ready for some sends. Much love.